What's up, guys? It's B Wade. I am glad to be back. The YouTube suspension is over and I am out of jail. I am coming to y'all with my 6 favorite props for NBA on Monday. I'm going to walk you through that data analysis, show you guys what I like, and hopefully give you enough data so that you can make informed decisions as to whether you want to tail these picks or not. Looking at what I gave out today, I didn't make a video yesterday because of the suspension. I was also sick, and so there's no recap on free picks. But looking at VIP game picks, y'all, we are going for a sweep right now. We are 6-0. We have one game. The Oilers going into overtime right now. That is going to tell us if we swept or not. But either way, 6-0. I imagine by the time I'm done recording this and editing, I will know how that game went. So you will see it on the screen here, whether we swept or not. Hopefully it happened. Either way, guys, the VIP picks are continuing to cash these MLB plays now that we are into the model and it's gone through the learning phase. It has enough data to make educated decisions, guys. This thing is absolutely crushing it. We are dominating MLB. We keep doing well. NBA, NHL, guys, you want to tap in. All you have to do to join VIP for a really discounted rate is use code NBA. You'll get 80% off. Sorry, the cat just jumped up here with me. You'll get 80% off. It'll cost you less than $10 for your first week. The other option, sign up with one of the apps that I tell you about in this video. Use my code, deposit whatever you want, $5, $10, it doesn't matter. And then send me a screenshot on Instagram, right? And I will hook you up with a free week of VIP. So both great options. I want to help you guys tap in. So I'm also giving away a signed Paolo Banchero jersey here in a few days. At the end of every month, I do a jersey giveaway. All you have to do to be entered is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and drop a comment. Every single video that you comment on is an additional entry, so keep liking, keep commenting. I appreciate the love, guys. So let's start getting into these picks. So I'm starting out with Jabari Smith Jr. over 9.5 points and assists. And at this point, most players' lines have caught up to like what they've been doing in the head-to-head matches. Jabari Smith is not one of them, guys. Head-to-head, he still hit this in 2 out of the 3 playoff games. He hit it in 2 out of the 3 out of the 4 regular season games. So he's now 5 for 7 on this line against Golden State. And he's hit it in 25 of his last 30 games. I think there might be the most value on this play out of anything. The fact that we're getting this at even money. And he's hit it in 83% of his last 30 games and 71% of his head-to-head games against Golden State this year. I just can't find a reason not to play this. So, guys, Jabari Smith Jr., lock that one in. Davion Mitchell, absolute dog. This dude, like, I almost can't imagine him playing for a different team now that he's with the Heat, and I see him playing Heat basketball. Like, yeah, the Heat have gotten dominated, but Davion Mitchell is fun to watch. He is a great defender, and that is what keeps him on the floor, right? Is his defensive ability. You see these minutes he's getting in the playoffs. They've actually only increased. 34 minutes, 36, 37. In the regular season, those would be like highs for him, but that's regular now, and that's part of the reason why he's hitting this. He's cleared it easily in all 3 matchups, regardless of whether they got blown out, whether it was a competitive game. He's getting his numbers, and I mean, you look at the last, let's bring it down, yeah, like the last, it would be the last 14 games of the regular season, he only missed this 3 times, right? So he was already hitting this pretty regularly going into the playoffs. And then he's hit it all 3 playoff games. So, I mean, you pair that together with the fact that guards are hitting this line hitting it 73% of the time against the Cavs. And I just, again, I can't find a reason not to play this. I really like this Davion Mitchell play. And then for our third pick, the last one on this first slip, guys, Sengun. First quarter rebounds. He has hit it every single game against the Warriors. And in the playoffs, he's had at least 4 rebounds in every first quarter. There's only been 1 game where he even came close to missing this, and that was back in December, right? You look at him overall, and, like, the data's not that convincing. His last 30 games, he hit this. Well, let's just look at regular season. So regular season last 30, he hit this in 53%. So kind of you can take it or leave it, but he's hit it in every game against the Warriors this season. This is more of a matchup related play. The Warriors just don't have the size really to keep Sengun off the boards, especially in that first quarter. And 73% of centers are hitting this line against the Warriors because it's a matchup related play. So love this one as well. Lock that in. You'll see that slip on the screen here. We're getting 7.5x for this on this app, guys. And they continue to give us some of the best profit boosts, which is how we're getting that. Without that profit boost, it would be a 4.8x play, right? But they're giving us 70% boosts on these game 4s. And then moving into game 5s, they're going to give us 80% boosts. Those are the best profit boosts you're going to get on any app out there, guys. Underdog makes it really easy to be profitable, especially with all the promos they give you. One of the best being their sign-up bonus. When you use code BWADE, they are going to give you a $1,000 sign-up bonus. That's a full deposit match. Check it out, sign up, and when you do, even if you only deposit a couple dollars, send me a screenshot and I'll hook you up with that free week of VIP. If you guys were in VIP, you would have gotten all these picks yesterday. You could have tailed, and you would have hit 6-0 so far today. So guys, check that out. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you can be entered to win that Paolo jersey. Let's get into these next 3 picks. I'm going to go with Dillon Brooks over 1.5 threes. Guys, there's only been 4 games out of the last 30 games he's played where he has not hit at least 2 3-pointers, right? Like, I don't know. The numbers on this are crazy. And those 4 games, he still hit 1 3. Right, he went 1 for 6, 1 for 4, 1 for 6, and 1 for 7. So it wasn't even for lack of volume. He just wasn't hitting those games. But he's hit this in his last 5 games against Golden State. Both games that he missed it against them were in 2024. Like, in 2025, he has hit at least 2 3-pointers every game against the Warriors. All 3 games in these playoffs, he's hit it. We are getting a significantly decreased payout on this because it's so likely, but I still see a lot of value at minus 174 for something that he's hitting 87% of the time. Next, I am fading Andrew Wiggins, and we're actually getting this at 16.5. So there's even more value on this, but you look at it, and he was hitting it pretty regularly in the regular season, right? And so that's why it's still so high. But against the Cavs, he has not hit this yet this year. And what's even more damning against him is the fact that he couldn't hit it regardless of the team he was on, right? When he was back on the Warriors, he only had 11 points against them. And now all 3 games in this series, he had 14 in game 1, and it's only gotten worse. He's had 10 points in the last 2 games, shooting 3 for 10 in both of those matchups. So there is nothing that makes me think this is going to be the game where he magically hits 17 points when his season high against them is 14. Feel really comfortable with this fade. And then Amen Thompson over 3.5 assists. So we look head to head, and he's hit this in 2 out of the 3 matchups against them in the playoffs. The one that he missed, he still had 6 potential assists. He had 11 potential assists last matchup, which honestly he should have ended up with at least 5 or 6 assists out of that, right? But that's just the way the Rockets have been shooting. They haven't been hitting much. He had 13 potentials in the first game. So he's getting the ball to people. He's putting them in an opportunity to score. And in his last 30 games, he's hit this 24 times, right? He's only missed this 6 times out of his last 30 games. When you look at the fact he's hitting it 80% overall, he's hitting it in 63% of his matchups against Golden State, including 4 of his last 5 matchups, and the only one that he missed, he hooked on. And then similar players, guards, are hitting this 60% of the time against the Warriors. I feel really good taking this at minus 132. You'll see that slip on the screen here. We're getting just about 4x for this on Sleeper. This is one of my favorite apps. They get their lines up really early. They have some of the best lines. As you can see, still getting Andrew Wiggins at 16.5 when we're fading him is a great advantage getting that extra point. And they have a great sign-up bonus where they will double that first deposit up to $100. $100 deposit match bonus, guys. That's great. Use code BWADE. When you do sign up, take a screenshot, send it to me on Instagram. I am happy to hook you up with that first free week of VIP so you guys can start tailing and you can be a part of days like today where we went, I don't know, it's still 6-0 right now. This Edmonton game is still going. We'll see if it's done by the time I finish editing, but we are crushing it. I want to help you guys hit some of these picks as well. So whether you sign up with an app and send me a screenshot, or if you just use code NBA and get 80% off, it's really easy to hop into VIP and, you know, see what this experience is about. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you can be entered to win that signed Paolo Banchero jersey. That is happening in 3 days. So I'm excited to do that as well and give that out to one of you guys. He is one of my favorite players in the league. And although the Magic cannot stand up to the Celtics, he is super exciting to watch. And he is one of the best young players in the NBA. So I'm excited to give that jersey out to one of you guys. But let's get it, boys. Fresh week, fresh money. Let's go.